Slide Nerd is back and so is Weaves. What's up, folks? In this vid, I've seen people saying everywhere how to run Android apps with NetBeans, blah blah blah. There are some NetBeans fanboys out there who don't want to do Eclipse or Android on IntelliJ. So this vid, I'm gonna tell you how to get up and running with NetBeans. So now that you know what is to be done, let's go ahead and see what is needed first. We need four things. We need Java JDK, the Android SDK, NetBeans IDE, and this is the most important part: NetBeans NB Android plugin. Now, for those of you who are familiar with making apps on Eclipse or IntelliJ, I have to tell you this: NetBeans does not have inbuilt support for making Android apps. You have to do it through plugins. One of such plugin is NB Android plugin. So let's go ahead, download this stuff, and get this up and running, guys. Step 1, get the JDK. There are many options here. You guys will be probably overwhelmed. I'll select the JDK latest version, whatever it is. Accept the license agreement. I'm using Windows 64-bit, so I'm gonna go ahead, get the JDK for my machine. It's a simple installation. Just go next, and you're done. And now downloading Android SDK, the software development kit, which is essential for making Android apps. Again, the same thing. So once that's done, you go ahead and install it. If you have any problems, make sure you have set the Java home variable over here. I have covered this in my previous vid on Eclipse. I'm gonna go ahead and set the Android SDK in a different folder. The reason being is Android SDK is a massive piece of software. It's gonna keep downloading stuff, 5-10 GB, depending on how much platforms you select. So it's best to keep it other from C drive, just in case your C drive gets formatted. Start SDK manager, click finish. And as you guys can see now, just as I was telling, there are so many platforms, you can download all of them. It's gonna take a lot of time. All you download the essential ones. If you ask me what are essential, well, go above the latest version, take a Gingerbread for old compatibility, and take Honeycomb. That's what I'll suggest. And now we go to netbeans.org/downloads. NetBeans is an open source software. It's free of cost. You don't have to pay for anything or pirate anything. Just go ahead to the website and downloads. Now I'm a greedy guy. I'm gonna take everything. I'm gonna download to a 240 MB file, which has everything. But you guys can stick to the first one, 77 MB one. So once NetBeans is in place, I'll go configure the installer. Again, the same thing. You don't have to customize, but I'm doing it because I need Java EE applications running on my NetBeans as well. So I'm going to use Apache Tomcat. Otherwise, you can just go ahead on with the default installation. It's going to ask you many things. Just keep clicking accept and next. You don't have to contribute to that stuff. Click finish. So now the truth is I need a plugin for running Android. It's nbandroid.org. This is the URL that you need to paste inside the plugins window in NetBeans tools plugins. I'm gonna click add, call the plugin Android, and paste that URL. As you guys can see, there's Android over there. Click install. Untrusted content, blah blah blah. Continue. At this point, it's gonna probably say something like this: that 2 modules were not done. Disable those modules and continue. Don't exit. And at this point, Android is almost done. Go ahead, file, new project. As you guys can see, Android is over here. Android project, click next. I'm gonna have to give it a name, project name. I'll call Hello from Waves. Package name is gonna be the same thing in Eclipse, like SlideNet.waves. Select the latest platform, click finish. I'll call debug because there is normally an error over here, so I'm gonna debug it, and that somehow solves the error. Now I have no idea how it does that. So here I'm gonna select the device that I wanna start. The emulator is running. As you can see, there's nothing inside the code. I'm just gonna make a minor modification. You don't have to make this, but I'm gonna do it. Gonna go to layout and simply change the text from hello world main activity. If you guys are probably wondering what this all means, don't worry, I'll be covering it in a separate vid. This vid is only about to show you how to run the app, not how hello world works. So I'll go to run. At this point it's gonna ask me that I wanna use that running emulator. I'll click OK, and bam, there you go, main activity, and it's gonna say hello world from Waves. So I hope you guys understood something about how to run an Android app in NetBeans. As I said, I'm not gonna show how Hello World works in this vid. It was only about getting you running with NetBeans for an Android app. Now that you've seen it, if you like what you saw, please subscribe to my channel, comment. I would love to hear from you guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye from SlideNet and bye from Waves.